Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello, people, and welcome. Eze is absolutely cooking for Arsenal. He's the future, absolutely. They actually tie Saliba to a 5-year contract, which is something that people keep saying that he's going to go to Real Madrid. Ekitike is suspended, so Liverpool only have Alexander Isak to actually win against Crystal Palace, if they win against Crystal Palace, because people said the title race is over. Hand the title to Liverpool on this weekend, of course. But Man United are in the same points as Manchester City, which is actually crazy, currently, if you say that. Chelsea are 1 point ahead of Manchester United. The champions of the world are 1 point ahead of Manchester United. And Manchester City was Pep, the new defensive wall of Pep Guardiola, where people are criticizing Arteta for being defensive, but actually praising Pep for being defensive. Hypocrisy at its best, of course. But big up everybody that is here. Of course, Amorim is going to be back, by the way. He's going to get 150 million in the January transfer window, which is absolutely fucking crazy. After all of this, it's like Man United are fucking finished as a football club. But anyway, it is what it is. How is everyone doing? Big up to the people that woke up early to watch this. Big up to the people that woke up early to actually do this show. 9 a.m. here, 8 a.m. for the girls.
Oh, 7 a.m. for us.
7 a.m. for you people. Oh my word.
That's why we have coffee. That's why I have a giant cup of coffee.
The earliest, to be honest, I did a show was 5 a.m. was Terry. 5 a.m. Sometime. Anyway.
I just want to start by saying I told you so. I told you. I told you.
You get a red card, bro.
Remember that? I just wanted to say I told you so. I just told you, like, end of the day, you lot looking at me, where are you getting this confidence from? And I said, guys, I know this is my debut, but I will be back. And you're going to have to remember that I'm the winner. We won that game. Regardless of how it went or whatever, we're the winners. We got the 3 points. And all of a sudden, all my Chelsea people are not here. What's going on? Very surprising. Shocking behavior. But as expected,
they get together, bro. They get
not
together.
Surprising. Typical Don. Typical Don.
I knew there would not be a Chelsea fan here today. I knew.
You know how hard it has been to find a Chelsea fan lately for shows? I'm being serious, you know. I know people are working, but listen, come on now. It's very hard. Like can you imagine match reactions without Chelsea fans? Like just people do match reactions without Chelsea fans. It's absolutely ridiculous, to be honest with you. You know what? You know what Man United did to Chelsea? Is so simple. Just fucking one long ball and they are ahead. Bro, I don't know how to analyze this game. There's nothing to say about Man United other than...
No, you can analyze it properly. No, you can analyze it properly. You can talk about Mbumo. You can talk about how dangerous he is. He's hard to... He's jumping to space.
Can I tell you something for real about this? You know, in the beginning of the game, when I was watching the game, Amorim is using Cisco to his strengths. Long ball, he's going to win every header. You know, he won 4 headers in the first 15 minutes. 4 long balls. He won 15. Maybe that's what Arteta wanted him for, to play long ball. Maybe.
Absolutely. But then again, I don't think he was backed. And they went for someone else. They went for Gyokeres. And now Arsenal fans are dreaming about Kai Havertz, which I find interesting. So
Would you rather had Cisco just now you're watching Cisco and Gyokeres, or you think that Gyokeres is still the better player?
I'm gonna stick beside Gyokeres.
Sorry. Are
Sorry.
you looking forward to Kai Havertz coming back?
No.
Really? She doesn't like Kai Havertz. She hated Kai Havertz that they did.
I'm sorry.
But I have seen a lot of Arsenal fans actually say that maybe when Kai Havertz comes back, he helps Gyokeres and.
Well, no, I think a lot of people attach Kai Havertz to Arteta, and Kai Havertz has to be the answer in order for that insane decision to buy Kai Havertz unprovoked to make sense. I still think it was one of the worst decisions we've ever made. I really do. I don't get it. I will never understand it. Somebody can be serviceable and better than you thought that they were going to be and still not be the signing that you should have made. 65 million is a lot for a player that we still felt like we needed to upgrade upon. He can't play the position he was meant to come into play. So I get it. Like, he might fit Arteta's system better, but I think it says more about Mikel that he can't get Gyokeres going. Like, if you even go way back, way back, Arteta found a way to make Aubameyang look bad. Arteta doesn't know how to use traditional number 9s. He needs a
but you've been asking for a number 9 for a while, and now he got the number 9. But we're not okay. So this is it. So you're not going to be able to use number 9. You have to get a new manager.
I don't know. Give him the ball.
He will be able to use a number 9. Like,
what about the number 9 that's not showing up the way he needs to? You know, you could put Kai Havertz into that game against City, and it's different.
Is it?
You think Kai Havertz would have done better?
No showed against Liverpool. No showed against City.
So we went to the Etihad like last season. Did Kai Havertz score in that game?
How did you set up to play in that game against Etihad?
He didn't score in that game. Kai Havertz. I don't think Kai Havertz has a goal against. He has 1 goal against City and no goals against Liverpool, and he's been playing for us for at least 2 seasons now. So I get it that like whoever's not playing is world class. Every single, like, if you're not playing, you're world class. I've never seen anybody whose brand gets so much bigger and more valuable when they're not playing. But when we're watching him play, we know what the deal is. Like, we don't play to Gyokeres' strengths, which was always the main concern for me. Is Arteta does not play to a number 9. His number 9 is always a facilitator, which is why when he first came in, instead of playing to Aubameyang's strengths, he had Lacazette playing number 9, and he put Aubameyang on the wing. This is just who Mikel is. Like, it's not, to me, it's not that deep. I do feel like when Kai Havertz comes back in, there'll be this whole like, thank God he's back. First time he misses a sitter, there'll be, oh my gosh, he missed a sitter. Of course he did. Like, of course he did. So I don't know. It is what it is.
To be honest with you, I'm watching Gyokeres. The ball that Max Doman played to him yesterday, for example, a striker would put that in the back of the net, would put the defender behind him, and would actually be his touches are not great. I don't know. Like, are we fooled by his goals at Portugal and all the stuff that he scored in Portugal? Is he not that good? I don't know.
Maybe that's just his level. Maybe his level is just the championship in Portuguese league. Maybe this is too big of a step. Maybe he should have gone to like La Liga or Bundesliga before, because the Premier League is the cream of the crop. We all know that. We've seen a lot of players come into the Premier League and struggle. So maybe that's just too large of a step from the Portuguese league. Maybe he should have gone to
maybe just is right
on the way to the Premier League.
Arteta's just not playing him to his strength. Maybe that's.
I don't think everything is like.
Ekitike is coming into the league and he looks brilliant.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, that's the question.
He was at a higher level than before. Bundesliga is not that far from the Premier League.
Ekitike is playing for a completely different team. When you watch Liverpool and when you watch Arsenal, do you think you're watching the same thing?
No, but the talent is there though at Arsenal. What do you mean?
Who spent more money?
You got Eze, you got Saka, you got like there is that.
Jess, do you think like
it's not my fault that those players are not looking as good as
Eze was benched against City.
Is the issue like with Arteta? He just doesn't know how to work with strikers. That's all. Like
it's not even just strikers.
Because he said that he did it with Aubameyang as well, didn't you? So
yeah, he did.
He made him worse as well. So maybe he just likes that, number 10/striker kind of thing. Maybe this is the problem with Arteta, and he can't get out of that. But he needs to find a way because he bought the striker now. It's about time, like you supply him, because that's why you got these players behind him. You bought Eze, you got Odegaard, you got all these players. That's supply line for a striker. So why isn't it happening? Why
are we not having a conversation about the number 10 though? This is my thing. It's like people are so hyper focused on Gyokeres. I get that because he's a big signing. Are we not having the same conversation about the number 10s in our team?
Did you see what Curtis Shaw said?
Well, he's not starting your number 10s. Remember,
because Arteta doesn't like number 10. Arteta didn't play one. He doesn't like number 10s.
Waste him out of the wing.
He doesn't play with a number 10. No, seriously, look at our history under Mikel Arteta. He is veered towards these 2 number 8s and a 6. That's how he plays.
What about Odegaard? Ain't Odegaard a number 10?
No. Odegaard has not been a 10 for like 3 years.
He's like an 8.
Yeah,
he's more of an attacking 8, but he's more of an 8.
Why KG looks like so surprised about this conversation? What is going on here?
Seeing where the position
I know you do a lot of work with the AFTV people.
No, I'm seeing the position that he picks up. I'm seeing the chances he creates. He gets that ball. The way Arsenal play is he's going to get the ball. He's going to find that little cheeky cutback pass to Saka. Saka's going to play into the box. I see him operating he's their most creative player. So when you talk about creativity, I know it's going to come from Odegaard. So maybe if you don't say traditionally that he's playing in the actual 10, I'm watching him do what a number 10 does. He's the creativity. When you lot play without him, when you play with the 6s or the 6 and 2 8s, you don't get nothing until he's there. Now, Eze is there. That gives
do you know that last season Arsenal were very low on the table in creating from the middle, right? Like very low on the table.
Well, Odegaard and Declan Rice.
I don't think it's Odegaard's fault.
I don't think Declan Rice is super creative either.
Yeah, but nobody's asking him. Yes. But here's the thing. I think Odegaard, we cannot ignore the 2 seasons where he was top of the charts in terms of creativity, right? Yeah. We cannot, right? It's all about the system. It's all about embedding him to be the number 10, the guy that is behind the forward to actually make that final pass. What? But he's not there. The guy is dropping to get the ball from Saliba and Gabriel.
You know what it is, bro? Let me just interfere there. Like, you know what it is with players, like especially teams. I'm sure you guys agree with me. Every season, teams get smarter, don't they? Because if they play against you 1 season, 2 seasons, they get smarter every season. That's why Man City can't do the passing they used to do anymore, because teams get smarter. With older guys playing the same position all these years, people got smarter. Now they stop him, making those passes to Saka. They make him, do things he doesn't normally do. Now, as Arteta, as a coach, what I would do as that number 10 position, make him go all around the pitch. Why does he have to stick on the right all the time? Make him go around to create more chances, put crosses in, do something else. Because, like I said, teams get smarter, and that's what's happened to Odegaard. That's why you don't see.
Or should you be having an uncomfortable conversation about Declan Rice?
That's what is conversation about Declan Rice?
I'm just asking.
No. Before we do that, before Jamal is saying Salam more. Remember, Hussam kept telling us Arsenal fans that Saliba is going to Real Madrid. Well, he signed a new contract. It doesn't mean that he's not going to be sold if he's asking to leave.
Madrid do pay for players they want. Remember, they dropped $100 million on Jude Bellingham.
For real, for 1 second, the narrative last season was he was out the door. You're not going to keep him. So I get it that signing a new deal doesn't mean you're going to stay forever. But let's not pretend like people didn't think that he had his bags packed. Come on.
But actually, Kel just said something very, very good. I don't think Madrid are going to pay what Arsenal ask. They're going to move to different targets. So I think Saliba staying at Arsenal.
About the biggest fee you could ever think of for a center back.
For a center back, yeah. Well,
he's not going for who they want. They dropped $100 million on Jude Bellingham. Just remember that.
Yeah, but they're never going to pay for a center back, bro.
Center backs.
It's Konate. There you go.
They're going to get open. I'm telling you who they're going to get. Open Meccano out of contract.
Oh, no.
And they're going to get Konate. I'm telling, but it doesn't. They're gonna get Upamecano out of contract, and they're gonna get Konate out of contract next season, and that's gonna be their center back pairing, and that's it. Because it's free, it doesn't cost them a penny. Signing bonus. They're not gonna drop 100 million on Saliba. That's it. It's just I don't think anybody's buying. So Saliba's staying at Arsenal. Man, okay, Joe, you're gonna ask about Declan Rice. Are we gonna have this conversation again?
Yeah, I just want to say, can
question.
because my thing is, well, obviously, what does he do? What do you expect him to do? Because I know he's got the power, I know he's got the engine, but then do you say you expect no creativity? Because I know why does Ødegaard have to move over to the other hand side to be creative when Declan Rice is over there, or is he just there for corners and that?
I just think
that's
that
a role.
As it like literally as an Arsenal fan, it's so frustrating having these conversations because the conversation instantly goes to, oh, well, is Declan Rice really that good? Is so-and-so this good? Arteta has a very like long pattern of not playing players to their strengths.
Yeah.
Declan Rice should be playing in a double pivot next to Zubamendi, coming from a deeper position and not being asked to be a creator. If you're asking Declan Rice to be a creator, you've already misprofiled him. Martinelli needs to be playing more central. Eze needs to be playing more central. Ødegaard needs to be playing more central. Rice needs to be playing deeper. There's so many players in this team that are really, really good. The conversation instantly goes to, oh, well, you bought the wrong player. How many times are we going to talk about the player not being good enough instead of are they actually being used to their strengths? What are Declan Rice's main strengths? His athleticism, winning the ball back, things like that. He is a defensive juggernaut, and Arteta is asking him to be Iniesta. That doesn't mean that Declan Rice is not good. That means that
I'm not saying that. So what you calling him a 6? Is he a 6?
He should be playing the double pivot.
Can I tell you something? How are you not saying he's a 6 when he first joined Arsenal from West Ham, played 12 games, got 8 man of the matches at the 6?
Exactly.
I think he's a 6. Playing in a double pivot.
8 man of the matches, PFA Player of the Year. He came second after Foden, playing most of the season as a 6. However, I'm going to actually push back on this Rice thing. Declan Rice is a very good player. And I think Arteta's using him as he's actually the right way. He's playing this season, he's playing next to Zubamendi, and he's bombing forward and going forward. The only thing that is he's not using him this season as last season and the season before is actually these late runs to the 18 and getting at the end of crosses, okay? However, I actually think Declan Rice is the least to get criticized at Arsenal because I think he's doing his job. Declan Rice is not Pedri. He's not Lamine Yamal. No one is asking him, and he's not Makaleli. He's kind of like different. He's someone who bumps forward with the ball, gets the ball and runs forward and actually gets contribute to the defense. He's actually delivering good set pieces, which is, by the way, if people are bashing Declan Rice for set pieces, why don't your team do it like him? Why don't you have a player that can deliver like him? Why don't all the other teams do that?
Negative.
That's a very positive thing.
Who's calling it
I don't think people are back. I think you lot are being a bit
every day we sit on streams. Every day I open Twitter. Every day. And then they bash Declan Rice about the set pieces.
Maybe people just expect more out of him.
That's
Declan Rice carried us in the Champions League last season. I'm not trying to hear all that.
Okay, why do people expect Declan Rice to be Masoud Ozil? I don't understand it. Guys, he's not Masoud Ozil. Why are you asking him to be Masoud Ozil? He's not. He's not Ozil.
I just think if you're crying out for creativity, if Arsenal crying out for creativity,
playing there, you got to do it.
You can't look to him. That's the only thing.
If the issue is creativity, then him not being creative is contributing to
but that's the problem. But no one is asking for creativity. Rivals are.
Wait,
why are you asking him to be creative?
Across the pitch. You said you only have it from Ødegaard, and then after it's either the three. It's Moreno, Rice, Zubamendi is what you're playing right now. Is what they're playing right now, right? Yeah. Who's the creative person in that?
Marino.
That's the criticism
I'd argue the most creative out of those three is probably Zubamendi, and he's the furthest one back. Unless he's doing crazy line-breaking passes to the striker, nobody's getting the ball to the striker, and that's what's getting marked out of games. That's an issue with the setup. Get rid of Marino.
You guys are all going back to the same thing because it's so obvious that it's not about the individuals. It's about the way Mikel is setting them up, and it's not that Mikel can't do it. Mikel he's had times where he set up the team properly and players are playing at their peak. But I do think that there's something wrong here. And I think instantly when you choose Marino, like, let's be real. This is not like 2 seasons ago where The conversation is, are we going to choose Fabio Vieira or are we going to choose Kai Havertz in midfield? We're talking about, are you choosing Merino or are you choosing Eze? That's what we're talking about right now. This is a distinct, like, this is a choice to play with a less creative team because he wants to focus on off the ball principles. That's as simple as it goes. Like, all he cares about is, how is the other team going to hurt us? Okay, I can't trust Ethan and Eze in these positions, but I would challenge Mikel in that way as well, because there was a time against City where I think like 3 City players converged upon Merino back towards our goal.
Yeah, and he lost it
all off of him. So if you're worried about Ethan and Eze, then like, how is Merino like your stamp of approval for off the ball principles? Like, Arteta is making weird decisions now that they're not about what we're going to do to the other team. It's about keeping the other team from hurting us. And guess what? Holland still scored his goal. Still happened, buddy. First 9 minutes of the game.
There's some myth that he doesn't score against Arsenal. He's like 5 goals against them.
Yeah, it's like, it's going to happen. So we need to have a different way of doing things.
Yes. Don't you think it's too early for him to go cautious like this? Don't you want to find out what your players can do on the pitch early in the season? Then
too early to go cautious. He's been like this for I feel like that's what's frustrating for me, is that we're all having these cautious conversations now. I think it's because the types of players that we have now, there's more of like an incentive, or like people have their eyes open. To be honest, this is a conversation I've been having for like 2 years now. I don't think we should ever be this cautious at home against anyone. I think any top team should back themselves to be able to open up a little bit at home. If they score, we feel like we can score too, but that's just not how he is. And if it's not working, it looks really bad. Like, I get it that Man City sat in a deep block and they defended well and all that, but we genuinely did not look like we were trying to score until about like the 90th minute. Genuinely. Like, when we knew it was a certainty we would lose, we were kind of going through the motion. But that's something that was happening last season, but it was hand waved away because we had injuries. It's not an injury thing. It's in the way that we try to play football. And you even saw it yesterday against Port Vale. I get it that you just want to get out of there with the win, but we genuinely didn't really try to score after we scored the first goal. I think
the deeper conversation though is Man City's approach. I think it was a disgrace. Like,
finally someone is saying
disgrace. I think it was. I was shocked. I remember, this is Man City, yeah, and I'm not used to seeing them put so many men behind that was insane. It didn't make any sense, and I don't know how you felt about it as a City fan watching them operate like that. No possession, no intent to really get forward. They got that goal, and then they just decided we're not involved in this game. Yeah. It was I couldn't believe. Honestly, the killer is, I think the psychology of that performance is, you're not allowed to do that at Etihad. So when Arsenal pull up, chances are, try and set up like that, you're going to get cooked. Really. I thought they have a point to prove, and I was going to be more serious.
You can't do that. Like, speaking, like, KG's right, because last season, we did that with 10 men and we got absolutely lambasted. We got absolutely murdered for 10. We had 10 men, went there.
You did it with 11 men the season before. And that's why you lost the league, is because you intentionally didn't try to play a game.
No, we didn't actually lose the league because we went to your place and drew. If
you had won that game, you would have won the league.
Title going to a title rival and drawing. You guys, we lose to West Ham at home. That's how you lose the title. You don't lose it with a draw against City at the Etihad. But we got killed for it. And, you can be defensive if you want to, but you're one of the people that do sit there and say you came and parked the bus, and you came to the Emirates and parked the bus. So I'm not trying to hear anything about Arsenal's approach. Like, yes, we can talk about overall our approach was not the best, but to be honest, the real story was you guys sat there and parked the bus. And then we scored, and then you tried to score again. You can't say it to us like, oh, Arteta's doing this, you guys are scared, you guys are this, and then turn around and do it to us.
He can't get proof.
Hello?
I was shocked that I was absolutely shocked that was the approach, because I've never seen it before. I mean, we did it once to you guys a couple years ago. The season that we won the treble.
The 4-1 and the 3-1.
We did that for the first time. That was a 3-1. It was De Bruyne, Holland, and Jack.
Yeah.
Jack Grealish. Jack Grealish scored the winner in that one. But yeah, I was surprised to see that. But I think Pep just I think he realized after the first 3 games that he can't play pep ball with his team right now because the new players just don't know how to play pep ball. Like Tijani Reinders has looked very lost in a couple of those games. Like we can't do the possession game right now because we don't have the midfielders who can retain the ball, with Rodri still coming back to fitness and things like that. So, and part of me wonders if like Pep was also doing it intentionally because he knows that Arsenal struggle against that formation. Because we've seen it over the past couple of years. Arsenal really struggle against the low block. So I don't know if that was part of it, but I don't think we're going to see it a lot. Like, I think we're going to see it situationally. Like, we'll probably roll.
Can I tell you the truth?
We'll go into the Bernabeu and do that. I would imagine just because.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you guys that
what I think. What I think about that is it gives Haaland an outlet, and Haaland loves to run. And Haaland has not been allowed to run lately because we've had nobody get in the ball. When he's allowed to run, you can see like the joy in his face, and he's effective because he scored a goal like 5 minutes into the game.
All the excuses in the world is like Arsenal can break a low block, like Pep chose to do that, he couldn't. Why? It's very simple. The Arsenal reached the level where they forced Pep Guardiola to sub in every single defender he had on the pitch because he wanted to defend. Like, why can't the narrative be that he was forced to do that? Why the narrative has to be that he's the one who mastered this?
He can't get the players to play the way he wants to play. They're not ready.
Okay.
They're not good enough.
Finally. But listen, by the way, I'm just going to tell you, hold on. Pep had 2 changes. 9 players played with him last season. Arsenal had 3 that didn't play last season. But the narrative is Pep is the one that designed this and he is the master of this game. No, he was forced to defend. He struggled. By the way, City didn't try to play long balls all the time. They tried to play from the back and you were forced to miss passes. Donnarumma kicked the ball to the throw-in like 5 times in a row. Just 5 times in a row. Your defenders were clearing the ball like Stoke City. But no, we cannot. That's what I hate about narratives. We cannot criticize Pep. Manchester City, the mighty Man City cannot be criticized in the media. Otherwise, you don't know football. Otherwise, you don't know. Oh, you can't. If you criticize Pep Guardiola, Man City, how dare you?
I needed a result, man. I needed a result. My team has been bleeding. They're leaking goals. They needed to try something different. If you keep making if you keep having the same issues, shouldn't you try to fix them?
You are, yes, okay. You have the ultimate DM in moving the ball from the back to the forward. The ultimate guy. The end game. The king of the kings, the guy that can do no wrong, Rodri. He was clearing the ball to throw it and at the end of the game.
I have no idea if that was intentional or not, but I know they kept giving the ball away.
You had 7 Premier League winners in your starting lineup, plus Donnarumma, the one who won the Champions League and the league in PSG. So you should expect better from your players. I mean, 7 Premier League winners, like in your team.
Guys, it's not good enough. This was a setup in an open play, not a corner, in the 60th minute. This is it.
I can't believe this is
60th minute.
That's my club. That's my club.
Bro, 60th minute, they are defending with 10 players. The highest one is in the arc of the 18. That's the highest player on the pitch. Yet, and I get it. Yes, Arsenal started Mikel Merino. Fine, 45 minutes. Second half, he subbed Eze. Now I see Tim Sherwood. I see all the pundits. Mikel Arteta, you fraud. Bro, the guy went on a rant about Mikel Arteta. And then they asked him about Pep. You know what he said? Well, you cannot criticize Pep. He actually designed this. It's good for Man City that he defended 18. What the fuck?
I don't think it's going to be the main. I don't think that'll be the main strategy going forward. I think
no one said it will.
Games. It'll be in selected games, but we're not gonna roll into Burnley doing that.
They need to be criticized at least, though. That I think that's fair to say that. How many times have you shown that picture? Because they were like, so is this been your agenda? Have you making sure that you're telling the world? Mo, is this
this has been my. It's like
the players are capable.
This is his hill to die on.
After the game, Broski,
so I was surprised they even did it.
I swear to God, after the game, I open YouTube, I open Twitter, I see clips. And every single clip is like Mikel Arteta is a defensive coach, and I'm like, have you been watching the fucking game? Did you watch the same game as I did? Because he started Merino. What about all the subs that the guy made to take out all his forwards and put all the he put 7 defenders on the but no, Listen,
we gave them the ball. They did fuck all with it.
It's
so
like how we got
you
blamed.
play your opponents, and your opponent, your opponents are not creative.
I get it. That's the agenda that is running. We gave them the ball. They did fuck all. But hold on.
Let's see what
Great.
we do on Saturday.
Fine.
Sometimes you park the bus. Just say you park the bus.
Park the bus.
Bro, it's okay to
admit it. I'm a bus driver now. Driving the bus.
It's okay. You know what I mean? This is what I don't like. Bro, you go to the media and I'm like, yo, no, Pep, you know what? And then at the end, when Arsenal defended with 10 men and got a draw, they had people slaughtered Arsenal in the media. And at the end, I'm going to ask everyone in the chat something. And everyone here on the panel. Did Pep Guardiola's plan work? Did he walk away with the 3 points? Did he win?
I think they went there for the draw, though. I feel like they went there for the draw, though. They was like, draw.
Great. What is the mentality that Rodri spoke about that we're going there to win then? Why every time he was asked in the media before? Man, that's what I mean. It's the hypocrisy in the media. Rodri was asked before the game, no, we're going there to win. We never play for draws. That's the difference between us and the teams that don't win. So he's insinuating that Arsenal are the team that don't win and they don't have the mentality.
After the 2-2, he made sure he made that point. I think it was after
he said that before this game, just before the game.
Yeah. But he also
said he's allowed to say
that we didn't even try and like all this kind of stuff.
Credit in the bank.
And actually, City players have like a long history of going to the media when somebody parks the bus at their spot, saying that they don't want to play football and la 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 la. That's Bernardo Silva and Rodri's like, that is their like, ooh, every time drop points, you park the bus, so you just park the bus.
Can we talk about another coward as well, since we're here, Maresca? Because I know everyone was acting as if, Man United, Maresca was the biggest coward ever.
Why is John not here for this? I just don't.
I don't know, bro. You can tag him. I tagged him in the group.
Terrible.
I tagged him in the group.
I need to understand. Because
I mean,
I'm a big I get really frustrated with managers when they panic, when they go a man down, because I just don't feel like you need to go completely negative. It's something that Arteta does, and it frustrates me. That's why, when somebody else does, I was like, okay, what is Maresca going to do? Because Chelsea fans will sit there and say, yeah, but you still should be playing your football, and it's just a man down, and you're playing against United, blah, blah, blah. He was shook. He took off everyone.
Yeah, he fans. Okay, before can I do these 2 super chats because they're related to Arsenal? Big up KG. You excited to have your seat back at?
Yes, I got my chair back. I was on the floor, but we said if we can get a result against Chelsea, I'm on the chair, bro. I'm back, and I didn't know if it was possible.
Yeah, I'm an Arsenal supporter who's absolutely sick of Arteta. I can't wait for him to get the sack. He should be managing Everton, not Arsenal.
They prefer David Moyes.
Damn,
bro, it's too early to say this. Wait at least until the end of the season, my friend. Wait, at least wait.
Conversation in September. It's
bro, I'm not gonna, bro. It's September. The season ends in May. I'm not gonna sit on every show and say Arteta out conversation. Back to Chelsea. I'm gonna tell you guys something. I'm telling you guys my perspective that you guys can talk about. Every time you watch Chelsea fans on panels, they're like totally stand tall, champions of the world. You know what I mean? Bro, Maresca's this, Maresca's that, right? And then you watch the Chelsea shows on their own, on Messi or Matisse or the guys. Right?
To be honest.
And then you watch them together. When they think that, 99% of the people that watch them are Chelsea fans, they're like, bro, this guy Maresca. Are we going right? We're not doing well, bro. I didn't see that. I'm like, bro, we're watching. We're watching as well. Like, you come to the panels and you show the chest. Oh my God, we're great. Bro, I think he shot his pants. I think he's going back to the Maresca of last season, bro. Like, it's the Maresca of last season, bro.
Shook.
Bro, you take out your 2 forwards. It's fucking. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, I think the Palmer thing's the most interesting, right? So they said Palmer, he's injured. And I thought, okay, that's interesting.
Injured now.
He's injured, and he knew he was injured from before the week. Why did he come? Why wasn't he your first sub? That was, instead of changing, you took off all the creativity. I would have understood, get Palmer straight out. Then we would have said, what's carrying an injury. You risked him with 10 men. He had to run about. Then you quickly take him off, but he could have been the difference. He should have been the first sub if he's managing an injury. That's like something silly that Arteta does with Bukayo Saka sometimes, where risk a player. I was shocked by that. Then after obviously Esteval comes off, and then now all of a sudden he's too young to manage a game with 10 men. He can't. And again, this is the worst Man United team ever created, apparently. Yeah. Then there's all the other stuff. Then you got this other player that everyone forgets, Enzo, who drops stinker after stinker. It's very expensive, 100 and how much million? But it's okay. He doesn't have to be creative. I don't know what he is. Let's have it right. What is he really? Then after you have the only one in there, the shining light, Caicedo. But then they're now starting to look and think they've got rid of Madueke. Is Madueke better than Gittins?
Yes.
Who knows?
Yes.
Is Madueke better than Garnacho? If Garnacho was still a Man United player, I'll say absolutely not. But who knows? Now they're saying, have they really upgraded? That's the question they're asking themselves. They brought in all these players, and they still have their own version of Onana in goal, and they got the two centre backs. That doesn't make sense. Boy.
That's actually the best part is the goalkeeper, because I saw so many Chelsea fans sitting up there. Sanchez has changed. He looks so good. He's great now. He just turned a new leaf. That guy's a bozo. He had a day off of being a bozo.
Remember when I was here with Don and that, and I said his shit, and everybody come at me after that. I meant what I said. The guy is not good enough. He's rubbish. Not. I mean, he's part of the reasons you actually concede goals and you're defending him. It doesn't even make any sense. Not only that, like I said, from the spine of the team, there's lack of leadership. When Reece James is your captain, then there's something wrong in it. The guy's injury prone. I don't think he's a leader, bro. I don't think if you're a leader, these mistakes don't happen on the football pitch continuously with Chelsea. That's the problem with them. And I always said, if you had the leadership as a centre back, maybe you could like push forward better. Oh, like KG said, sort the spine of the team out. Always the spine of the team. When you look at the spine of the team of Chelsea, does that look like to you a team that's going to win championships? Hell no. So they're always going to go through things like this, and especially when you're keeping a keeper like that in your goal, you're going to concede goals. And
so maybe Liverpool are going to win the league again because the league is so weak. Then this is what is. Maybe Liverpool are going to win the league.
You defended him when I said these crap. Remember, you guys.
Yes, I think that Sanchez is not as bad as you guys make him be. The problem is that.
Stop this.
But hold on, let me tell you. The problem is with him is that. I'm going to tell you, he makes mistakes like these, bozo moments, right? Shot stopping, he's not bad. The problem is the concentration, the mistakes, and all the stuff, right? That he does. I don't know how to take this out of him. However, I'm going to tell you, there's another goalkeeper that makes a lot of mistakes that people don't talk about because he won the Champions League with the best team. That he made a mistake and gifted Arsenal the point, right? Which is Donnarumma. No man's land. But yeah, he can do no wrong. I'm telling you guys, I swear to God, in football,
are you taking, Donnarumma or Sanchez?
Come on, man. Donnarumma does mistakes now and again. I'm talking about the consistency.
Don just texted. He said he's en route to the show.
Sick of him.
Come in, bro. Come in, man.
He's a disgrace.
Yeah, I'm sure Arsenal and Liverpool fucking hate.
No, I would take probably Donnarumma because some moments I think he's
a penalty shootout. Who's saving a penalty shootout? Sanchez or Donnarumma? Ask Foz.
My problem with Chelsea is that that is my opinion. Chelsea are the team that is getting the least criticism out of all the big teams. And wrongfully, because,
rightfully.
Sorry, wrong. Huh?
Rightfully. No, it's rightfully. They should be getting criticized.
Yeah, of course. But that's the other way around. They're getting the least criticism from the media. The least criticism, guys. Guys, if Spurs are getting criticized, Man City getting criticized, and Chelsea, who spent £250 million on a world champion team, right, making top four, if they are in a top four race this season, they failed. They just failed, right? And they talk about Arsenal. Here we go. See that they're saying 21 for KG. Yeah. Anyway, that's big up the people that joined from Don Hussam as well, guys.
Of course it's coming. Oh, come on, let's go.
Guys, big up the people that joined from Don Hussam. Wallah, Arsenal, if you, at least I need a title race. I can't sit here, bro, without a title race in March.
I don't know if we can help you out, Mo. You might be on your own.
That's a disgrace. You have to do better.
I don't know.
No. Arsenal not allowed to get away with this. Arsenal need to fight. And I swear, if you lot drop points in that Newcastle game, I won't even understand it. That Chelsea, Liverpool got some difficult games. It's not going to be easy. Crystal Palace, It's a
really
tough
difficult game.
game.
19 guys, 19 games without a loss. Crystal Palace, 19 games.
There
I
we go.
thought we was the only undefeated team.
Crystal Palace don't give a crap.
I don't think
So-
Palace haven't lost a game yet.
At home, and then after Crystal Palace, I swear it's Chelsea.
Chelsea away.
Oh,
Man
that's easy win. Easy win.
Maybe for the last.
We're
Maybe
gonna
for
take
the
points
last.
off you. We're gonna take points off them.
Of who? Of who?
Liverpool.
At Anfield. At Anfield.
Hey, one thing I can guarantee you.
United 7-0.
Hold on, this is.
Hey,
Say that again.
There's one thing. I know this team. I told you about Chelsea. I said, guys, Man United are horrible, but we're gonna go to Chelsea and we'll do what we do. And we did it. Say again, we know how to destroy parties. We'll get a draw. We'll do the Pep Guardiola job. We'll sit people behind the. I'm telling you, we'll get something from that game. So if all these other teams have to do is their job, don't be surprised. I've seen it before. Man United managed to knock Liverpool out of the FA Cup, and that's that same rubbish team. What's that with Ten Hag? Who was that with? Ten Hag or Amorim? We do this, and then do you know what happens in the presser? Liverpool players start complaining. One team wanted to play football, one team wanted to. They always complain after playing us. So don't be surprised. Arsenal, stay in the hunt. Just
Johnson.
He's begging for that, man. Oh my God.
United are that type of team
After one game.
Listen, you know, Liverpool form goes out the window, innit? Form goes out the window in that.
Yeah, of course.
Yes, it does. That's why the 7.
We're more likely to beat a 7-0.
Wait, have they beaten us 7-0?
Sandro Martinez off to Narnia.
Have you beaten us 7-0?
They haven't beaten you since Ten Hag 7-0?
Have you beaten us in 7-0? Go on, answer the question.
Of course, we beat last season at Old Trafford 3-0. What are you talking about?
No, at your ground. No, you haven't. Exactly. And we're shit. We always think it's going to be a sacrifice.
You know what? I'm not worried about this game. You know what? I'm not worried about this game because it's the beginning of the season.
Come on with a big smile. Look at your big smile.
You right,
hey, man. Work comes first always. You know what I mean?
His flowers.
Oh, here we go. You know what's so funny about Kill's takes, Mo, yeah? She goes on as if it's a new discovery that Sanchez has bozo moments in it. She'll be like, you see, Don, we told you. And I'm like, who's ever said Sanchez hasn't got a bozo moment in him? Who's ever said that?
I'm waiting for you to call me uncle.
Me and Mo come from the same. Me and Mo come from the same angle. When he's playing well, we can actually give him credit and say he played well today. He didn't have a bozo moment. When he does some bozo shit, we cook him.
Nah,
you know
I don't like this. I'm waiting for you to call me Uncle Gary, bro, because I'm your uncle this week, bro. You were looking at, yes, I'm your uncle. Don't try and talk about your goalkeeper. We're talking, you said, are you going to be here next week? I said, I'm going to be here next week. You said, I'm going to the game. I said, I'm glad you're going to that game. But what now? Look at you, bro. Look at you. 1 point we're 1 point behind, and you've got difficult games, bro. Now look at that.
Do you feel any more confident in your team? Do you feel any more confident in your team, KG?
Liverpool.
Bro, listen.
We care about United. We care about you.
Let's talk about your situation. Let's talk about it's been since 2000 and when was it? 2012 since you last saw a victory? That's
2013.
Energy last week and you got spanked in the derby.
Yeah, that's man. Crazy. That is what are we talking about right now? I'm your uncle right now. So Uncle Gary is what I like you to call me, please, because we did what we needed to do. Yeah.
Why Gary? Though?
My last name, I think it's cool. Like Uncle Gary, I feel like it's just total respect. The KG thing doesn't work. It doesn't feel enough. Doesn't feel like there's enough respect in that, bro.
Yeah, man. Hey, boy, what can I say, man? I was there. You know, I was there, man, and it was pain. You know, honestly,
you didn't help.
Was
That's
the
a
roof
problem.
leaking? Don, was the roof leaking?
Say that again, Kel?
Was the roof leaking?
I wasn't even trying to look at the roof. I was looking at the pitch. Yeah, and I saw Sanchez fly kick someone. You know what I mean? Yeah, I saw these man, you know, not fail to ride that wave. That wave at Old Trafford, everyone knows there's a wave at Old Trafford 10-15 minutes. You ride it, and they will go back to type, right? But unfortunately for my guys, they weren't able to do it. You know, early doors.
Out yet?
We did.
Of course not, bro. Of course not. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like,
so, but is he on edge, Maresca? Is he for you?
He's not on edge. He's not on edge. It's not on edge. It's been a week of hell. You know what I'm saying? It's been a week of hell. right? But it's what, game week 5, bro. This guy can change the narrative of this team quickly, and so can these players, right? But I've not been happy with his overall management. Some of the lineups he's been putting out, some of the decisions he's been making this season. Yeah, some of the subs and that. Like the other day, yo, sitting there at Old Trafford, yeah, after driving nearly 4 hours and knowing the game's lost because of what your manager's done and what your player's done is a mad feeling, bro.
That's what Man United feel every week.
Can I? No, it's
I know. Bro, the guy's
talking big talk. Yeah, I want to ask you a simple question now, just like a very simple answer to you. Your next 2 games is Brighton and Liverpool. How many points are you getting? Because I know you ain't beaten your feeder club in a very long time, and Liverpool's next. How many points?
We beat them. We literally beat them last season at the Bridge, 4-2.
Wait, are you sure?
Almost scored 4 goals.
Are you sure? Ain't when it 3-0? Didn't they lace you up? Or am I getting mental?
That was away. We played them away twice in a week.
Didn't they beat you? Didn't they play you FA Cup and the league as well? Didn't you play them 3 times last season? So why did you have to leave it out?
That was away from home. You're asking me about the Bridge. We're playing at the Bridge.
So you're gonna win that game, yeah? How many points are you gonna get?
Oh yeah,
without Palmer. Without Palmer.
Bro, listen.
Oh,
He's panicking. The panic.
We beat Fulham at home without Palmer. You know what I'm saying? But we played West Ham away without Palmer.
West Ham away was shameless. West Ham away.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just putting the facts out there.
Hold on. Chelsea, guys. Do Chelsea have back-to-back home games? You have back-to-back home games?
Yeah, back-to-back home games. We've got Brighton and Liverpool at home. Yeah.
Anything less than 6 points is unacceptable. It's
Oh.
Chelsea, guys. Hold on. Stop. World champs, title defending Chelsea. They're coming to your gaff.
Yes.
You gotta win, broski. You gotta win.
Bro, we
6
must, man.
pointers, broski. 6 pointers, bro.
Listen, they're not. We're not playing well right now. It's as simple as that. We're playing well in half, right? Fulham, second.
Thank you for being honest.
Well, now I haven't heard how many
You
points
don't
are
ask me
getting.
questions. You're just talking at me. I've got Kel that's grabbing my leg. I've got KG that's slapping my head. I've got Jess that's grabbing my back. Like, let me land. You know what I'm saying? Let me talk.
Okay, Kev.
Go ahead.
Yeah, bro. Like, listen, I've just not been happy with certain things, bro. Like we've been playing good in halves. You know, like the other day against Lincoln, yeah, broski. Those guys did not come to play football. Second half we were better, cool. First half horrendous, yeah. Fulham first half horrendous. Second half better. Against Palace first half horrendous. Second half better. We need an actual performance for at least 80 minutes, please. Yeah, I need to see some patterns, please. I need to see the team, not even just the centre backs, the team just not giving away stupid goals, please. Yeah, this week, Mo, the type of goals we've been conceding this week, Mo, bro. I've listen. Last season, yeah, we're always speaking weekly, right? And you were talking about how Chelsea defensively have improved and all of these things. The clownery goals I've seen us conceding this season, Mo, like this week, sorry, it's been the level of bad defending I was seeing with Poch, right? The type of goals, bro. Look at the goals against Bayern Munich. We gifted them goals. Look at the goal Enzo conceded the other day, bro, against Lincoln. Another gift, yeah. Look at the goal against United in the second half, yeah. Sorry, the second goal that they scored, bro. Everyone just looking at the ball. Jorgensen failing to claim it, yeah. This is just basic stuff. I haven't seen us conceding this clownery level of goals in such a long time. This is what I'm saying.
That's too objective to my liking, to be honest.
This week, that's why I'm saying, Mo. Yeah, this week,
objective to my liking, to be honest,
bro. And that's why people are like, oh, Chelsea are cooked. I'm like, bro, watch this team week in, week out. Yeah, like defensively, we might have Chalobah and Tosin at the back, but we've just been giving away just some silly goals, bro. They've been ridiculous, and that's why I'm just hoping that this is a week where man get over it. Like you said, we've got two home games coming up now. You got to bounce back. You're playing against a Brighton team that are going to come out and play. You're playing against Liverpool team.
Are you expecting a bounce back then?
Bro, listen. I'm skeptical right now, Mo. Okay. I'm skeptical. I expected a bounce back.
Great answer.
I'll be real, Mo. I expected a bounce back, yeah. I expected a bounce back against United.
I want him to answer this because now I'm getting to the real conversation. Are you expecting a bounce back? 2 games at home?
Yeah.
You
I am expecting a bounce back. But in terms of my confidence in the team right now, I can't be. I'm not as confident as what I was at the start of the season.
Yeah,
you know
challenging what I mean? Remember? Yeah. Carry on.
Yeah, bro. Listen, playing like this, we ain't challenging playing like this. No way. It's not happening.
What
is
happens?
this the U-turn? Because in the comment section they're saying, "Wow, who is this Don? Have you changed? Did you have more chest before? What's happening?"
Bro, I call it KG. The thing about people need to realize, I call it as I see it. I call it as I see it. What it is about these guys,
I'm new, so I don't know what you used to do.
About the chat. When Chelsea are actually doing good things and that, whatever, or playing well, people want me to come here and be doom and gloom. I'm not going to do that. I'll call it as I see it. And right now, I'm calling it as I see it. Maresca, I want him here long term. I have not been happy with his decision making. Some of the lineup, some of the in-game management, some of these players, I have not been happy with some of them, bro. The other day, KG, bro, Pedro was basically a one-man machine. Yeah. Who did he have to link up with? Esteval's not on the pitch. Pedro Neto's on the pitch, not on the pitch. We saw him come off. I don't know if you watched, if you saw it in the game, yeah. Man shouted to the sky, bro. Shouted to the gods when he was coming off because he couldn't believe what was going on. He was angry, bro. Right? You had no outlet whatsoever. You died out there. Yeah. I'm telling you now, bro. Even if you left just one attacker on, because United are so bad, we could have even come back in that game.
You know what I'm saying, bro? Can you resell the women's team to reinvest? No.
They're running out of assets this year. They're gonna have to build
something. What's wrong?
No, hold on.
Why are you doing? I'm just chilling. Bro,
wait until another team does that.
Hold on. Because we're gonna get to you in a sec, Jess. You're smiling way too much here for a team that struggled to be 19th place. 19th place. Who did they play yesterday again?
Am I 19th? Am I
19th? I'm talking about Jess. Not you, not United. Port Vale, 19th place, Port Vale, -2 goal difference. All your big guns on the pitch, and you're struggling to even create chances, and you're smiling like that. We're gonna get to you in a sec. Don't worry about that. Yeah. But anyway, back to my team. We deserve our cookings. Maresca deserves our cookings. I deserve my cookings. Right? You all do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm telling you, bro. Mo, right now, hey.
You know what the problem is done with Chelsea is that you fooled me. The Club World Cup fooled me, bro. You fucking fooled me, bro. I swear to God, you fucking fooled me, bro. I go on shows, bro. I fucking put my neck on the line for Chelsea, for this guy, bro.
Whoa, tranquilo. It's not too
people are fucking questioning my ball knowledge because of you,
bro. I'm telling you, Mo. Yeah, like, listen, I'm getting it right now as well. Bro. And it's like everyone's looking at me, as if we was defending like this last season, and I'm like, we wasn't. This is not what I was watching. Everyone knows, bro. Like,
so why is he going back to the shit plans?
Because I don't know what's going on, Mo. I don't know. That's the best way. I don't know. Like, I don't know.
I love
it. You know what I mean?
I've never seen you lost for words.
I don't know. Yeah, because I'm looking.
Because they don't know. I watched Don with Miz and Matisse and the guys on the show. Broski, they were all sitting there. I'm like, we don't know why is he doing this. Why is he not playing the same way as he played at the end of last season? Why is he doing the same things again? They thought they turned the corner, bro. They thought that Chelsea turned the corner.
Catfish FC, bro. That's Lance Armstrong FC. You know the cheating names. These guys, Lance Armstrong FC. They know who they are, bro. 74 Charges FC. We know you now, and you got work to do. And all now, you still haven't told us, the panel, how many points you're getting for the next 2 games. That's all we wanted to know.
Hey, game by game, man. Next game, 3 points.
This is so much deflection. It's unbelievable.
It has to be a game by game thing right now. It has to be. How can I have chess for how we're performing right now?
You told us to call you champions of the world.
Champions of the world.
Hold on, KG. Hold on, KG. Man like to call me delusional. I'm being realistic, and now it's.
Who said you're delusional? None of us called you delusional.
No,
none of us said this, bro.
When I just call it as I see it, I call it as I see it, right? And I've admitted it already. Playing like this, we will not compete. Playing like this, we won't. We just won't. Yeah. But again, football is a funny game. Right now, it's still early in the season. Liverpool won all their games, cool. But I'm sure you can agree that, you can improve your performances, right?
Yeah.
Even same thing as Arsenal right now. And on top of that, bro, we've actually got we've got the title favorites in 2 weeks. We win against Brighton, we win against Liverpool. The conversations we're having here are different.
What's the possibility of this happening, bro? What's the possibility of this happening?
The last was it 2 games we played Liverpool? We've actually played quite well against them. You know what I'm saying? We've actually played quite well.
I'm hearing 6 points. I'm hearing 6 points from 2 games. That's what I'm hearing from you.
It's potential. You know what I mean? Potentially. You know what I mean, bro? Yeah, man. But hey, I'm telling you, bro. I've got my preview right.
Don't on last season's game when you beat us 3-1. That was the league was already done and dusted. That time.
We came to your gaff. We came to your gaff, and you decided to sit back and.
They were on the beach. They were sipping margaritas in between.
I'm gonna. Okay, well, listen. We got 2 minutes, so let me do the super chats. This is funny as fuck.
Hello,
Press resistant, bro.
Mina saying Don and Nina are afraid of Jess and KG. Interesting.
I'm afraid of them. What am I afraid of? Like, what can I really do right now to defend? I can't defend these guys right now. I can't. I just have to listen and just take it. You know what I mean? I can't defend them right now. I'm sorry.
Frankie is saying the closer it gets to the end, if Arsenal can win it, it takes one smirk from Don Robbie and Uncle Gary will switch up big in Liverpool to win it.
Never.
Bro, he's a Man United fan. He cannot ever have Liverpool to win it, bro. It's just like he's never ever will see Liverpool fan begging for Man United to Man United to beg for Liverpool to win the number 21 as well. It's never gonna happen.
Too disgusting.
Does Chelsea have a better squad than Spurs? Be honest, yes or no? Everyone in the panel.
Yeah.
No.
I think they do. Spurs have a lot of. The Spurs aren't very deep.
Well, I'll say this. The fact that it's even a debate.
It's a problem after $1 billion.
Fair.
Yeah, fair enough.
Fair.
That's the problem, and that's where
they have by far the better midfield. And
that's where I'm looking at Maresca.
And that's where Spurs have better defense. And I'd say.
And that's where I'm looking at Maresca.
I'm taking Vicario over.
Wait! I want to hear this. You're looking at Maresca, but do you have the better squad, Don?
Of course we do, man.
All right.
Okay,
fair enough.
Hold on. Did they have the? Who has the better goalkeeper? Do Spurs have the better defense?
Yes.
Defensive unit
is light years better than what Chelsea is.
Do Spurs have the better midfield? Caicedo.
The fullbacks are better.
No.
Caicedo,
that guy's great.
Hold on. Caicedo, Enzo, Palmer, probably one of the best midfield combination in the league. However, Enzo was one of the best midfielders in the league last season. Numbers don't lie.
Dude, Chelsea fans
you can't get a player on like 5 games.
Yeah, but he's not had a good start. He's not had a good start. That's why.
Yeah, it's just
now they're getting their agendas out again.
And you know the problem is Andre Santos runs like nobody, bro. Andre Santos probably is gonna get sold.
He's so good. He's got.
He's not that good. He's not that good.
You were talking to Awuso or whatever his name is too. You were talking to him
Usuga. He's injured.
Awuso
is crazy.
Random people.
Awuso, you know. And you've got wax figures in your midfield. You got wax figures. What's Marino do?
You got Evil Saka as well.
We went to Old Trafford with our wax figures and did what we needed to do.
Maybe this is the real
United side of all time.
KG, maybe this is the real Saka because we saw what happened when Evil Saka went to League One. Yeah, when he went to League One, he smacked it in and he got an assist. Right?
What's
Saka doing though? What's Baklava doing though? What's Baklava doing against League One fodder? He's not doing nothing, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, you were losing. Bro,
I didn't see no comps for Dalman.
You conceded against one of the that you almost got Grimsby Towned. Right.
Grimsby Towned.
That was a long time ago. Who's talking about Grimsby? Who bought Grimsby?
It didn't happen though, did it, Jess?
That's unnecessary.
Jess, can I ask you a question though, Jess? Why am I seeing comps for Dalman, but I'm not seeing no comps for Bakayo?
Who?
Dalman.
This is hard.
What about Dalman?
Why am I seeing comps for Dalman, but I'm not seeing nothing for Bukayo, bro?
Should we talk about someone doing a Messi celebration against a relegated team? Do we have time for that? Or is it too late? Because that's important. I think that's important. That's shame.
And I they're not escaping that question. I'll ask her a question. Why am I seeing comps for Dalman and I'm not seeing nothing for Bukayo against League One?
I don't care, Don. You lost to United. It's over. You can do Port Vale all you want. We beat them. They didn't even have a shot on goal. You can feed it to a shit side. Be real for 5 seconds. You cannot switch it on me. That's like your whole thing. Like every time you're under pressure, you come over to me.
Honestly,
you know what I mean? You know what's so funny though?
Their celebrations didn't lead to a red card.
Just you know what's so funny though, yeah? You've got to go to your little the place you don't like this weekend. Yeah, I'm playing at home. This weekend, I could actually finish above you, Jess, after all this waffle. You know what I'm saying? After all this talk, I can be above you this weekend. And you're meant to be challenging. You're meant to have this great squad. You know what I'm saying?
You're talking about what's already occurred. You're talking about the future. Yeah. We'll get there when we get there. If next week you're above us, it's your day. I will come and I will take my licks. But today is your day. This is
what happens if we're above you lot? Wait, what happens if Man United's above you lot? Do I get more respect? Seriously, I want to know. Like, what happens? No, that's the real question that we have to ask.
You get respect if you finish in the top 10 this season.
Wait, I don't know about you, man, guy.
Finish in the top 10 this season for us to give you.
If Man United, guys, if Man United win against Brentford and they are above the rest after 6 games, wallah, it's long day for everyone. All of us.
Oh, long day for everyone.
Wallah, it's long day.
In September.
No, you're not. Arsenal, everyone, Habibi, City, Arsenal, everyone is going. So, bro, Man United finish. That's crazy. Let me do this so we can get out of here. Quick, Jay here. Sorry. Don, is the Chelsea squad better than Arsenal? Say yes or no questions.
Oh, come on, man. No, of course it's not. Not this season. Come on now.
Jay, you tell Don your goalkeeper shit. He said he's not as bad as you think. You asked him, would he take Keller? Don said he is not better than Sanchez. You can't win with Don because Stoke on both sides.
Right? When have we ever had a debate about Keller?
But Kelleher is not better than Sanchez. I don't think so. Kelleher is good, but come on.
Yeah, but Mo, this is what I mean. Like these people will come out. They're so like, I even hate that word, disingenuous. We need to find a new word for this. Like I don't like that word.
English is not my first word, so if you can tell me the word, I'll use it.
Bro, they're so like, what's the word? They wait until their agenda is correct. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like when Sanchez will have a good game, like against Bayern Munich. Remember he had a good game against Bayern Munich. I didn't see you lot at me. Now he does a bozo shit that we know he's prone to. You want to at me now?
I actually like this because Sanchez had a very good game against Bayern Munich, but no one was talking about that performance. But once he makes the mistakes, people talk about him.
Yeah,
you know, but
Donnarumma, like the energy they're saying for Donnarumma. His team ended up losing.
I had this battle
in there. He's calling you a liar in the chat, by the way, and that's a Chelsea fan, and he wouldn't lie. His name's N. He said, "Don, don't lie. You're lying, Don."
Oh, come on, man.
That's a Chelsea fan.
Ignore the chat, man. Ignore the chat.
I always respect the chat.
Yeah, ignore them, man. There, man. Because if you want to have a conversation, KG, if you want to have a conversation, what is about people? What I've realized here, people will try and change the context. They're trying to make it out like I've said. Sanchez is now good enough for Chelsea. I still want an upgrade on this guy, bro.
Okay, that's what I was just about to ask. Okay.
Don was here. To be honest, he was like, "Bring me Manyan."
Yeah, bro.
Okay.
Just making sure, bro. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
How are the defenders messing up on the manager? Quick question for Don.
Yeah, listen, I can't blame Maresca for the basic, lack of awareness around you and what's going on in that. But I look at him for the mentality of the team as well. You have to be able to drive these players and literally put a rocket up their arse, bro.
Yeah, but listen, people. Next week is gonna be if Man United, KG.
Yeah, we will be there. We will be there, man.
No, wallah, this is gonna be fucking crazy, bro. If Man United. Imagine. But listen, this is a great show, guys. An hour is good enough. Thank you, everyone that joined us. All the guys, Don CFC is in the description. True City fan, Kilk are doing a show live later today with Patrick. Of course, go support them. They're trying to build up. They are closing on 10K, so go and support them. Fuzi's channel LFC Red as well. He's trying to build up. He's putting a lot of content, so go and support Fuzi as well if you're a Liverpool fan. KG Reckless, of course, is right here.
Yes.
He's putting in the work with panels and himself and doing watch-alongs and hate-alongs. Support the guy, of course.
Hate-alongs are great.
People, I'm on 9.1. I'm on 9.1K, man. 10K.
You really? You're not? You're closing on the 10K?
Let's
do it, bro.
Yeah, man. Please, let's get to 10K quickly, people, man. You know what I mean?
She knows Arsenal as well. But I'm gonna ask you guys something for real. I'm actually got nominated to the Content Creators Award. In Leeds. So go. Yeah. So if you guys in the chat, if you guys have not been and gone voted for me. So go and please vote. It's the best new content creator out there. So go and support. Try to vote. You can vote on the section. You can vote for others as well in the other sections. But go and support. I'm trying to make it there on the podium at least so I can go to the UK. And Staffy said no United. We literally started with United. By the way, Staffy.
Did we talk about Arsenal, by the way? Did we talk about Arsenal? I was working.
We did. You're late. We spoke about Arsenal. We spoke about City. We spoke about United.
Damn, man. Damn.
We did. But I will see you guys. I'll see you guys later today on MHF at 7. And I'll see you guys later. We're out of here, people.